Hey, what's up everyone? This is Starscream 1988 and today I'm doing a review. Something a little bit different, something that I normally would never probably even have shown on video. Not because I don't like it, I do, but it's not my big forte in terms of collecting. But here you're looking at a classic Bandai Valkyrie, basically from the Macross saga. Here in America we call them Robotech, and actually, I've seen both versions, and for those that love Macross, sorry, but I love Robotech. I think the American version is so much better, and then the way also that they kind of tied in all three shows. But anyway, that's a discussion for another day. But either way, so as I always start, I have the back of the box, and this is actually the VF1, which stands for Veritech Fighter 1S, and this is the Valkyrie, and this is piloted by Roy Fokker. And in Japan, I believe his name was still Roy Fokker. I can't remember because I haven't really seen the show like in 15 years. That's how old this is. This is from like the very early 80s. But anyway, so front of the box, and oh no, it's empty. And there's a reason for that. I'm trading these with a buddy of mine. He has a crap load of Transformers that I need and that I want to kind of repurchase from when I sold mine 4 or 5 years ago. So I don't want to depart with them, but I'd rather get some Transformers because that is my number one love. So either way, I'm actually going to show you the toy in a minute. I just want to show you the front of the box. They were pretty cool. I mean, they did a lot of detail. The side always has pictures. The back you already saw. This is basically, I guess, the side of the plane where the intake would be, rescue, whatever, or the ejection seat. Bottom of the box. And obviously, where's the brand? Oh, right there. Bandai. So Bandai's been doing some real cool stuff for many years. Put that to the side. Number 2 here is, this is Pilot Ichiro. I hope I said that right. I probably did it. I probably butchered it. But his is very different from the actual show. In the show, obviously, he had just a regular version. I can't even remember the color, but it definitely wasn't red. And then eventually he got a red one that has a different helmet, or not helmet, but head. And then eventually he ended up getting Roy Focker's because he took over when Roy died. But again, same exact box. This one instead is a Veritech Fighter A1. And I guess they have, in the lore of Robotech, they have slight differences. Maybe one has a cannon, the other one has a Vulcan cannon, some other type, whatever. But anyway, this is the company that used to actually bring these to us back in the day. That's Big West Toy Stores. So he was, I think, the kind of like the middleman. So they used to put a sticker there. These are in 1/55 scale. And that's basically that. So, with further ado, let me bring these guys out. And these guys are, by the way, are in unbelievable mint condition. And like I said, I like him like crazy, but this guy has a crap load of Robotechs, Macross, so I know they go into a good home. I'll be getting stuff that I like, hopefully. Of course, if the trade doesn't, if I don't like the trade, then obviously it won't happen. But because I don't want to sell them, I'd rather trade them and get something that is worth a lot and don't have to try to bid on it on eBay and stupid shit like that. But anyway, these are mostly plastic, but they do have a lot of die-cast parts. And all the die-casts are like in there. This is actually die-cast right there. This side is plastic though, so the inside is die-cast. This is die-cast here, and this actually sometimes hurts when you pull it. This is basically the landing gear. Landing gear is all die-cast, so it's not plastic. So on a table like this, you can't really roll it. I mean, it'll roll because there's no friction, but it just doesn't roll. You wouldn't even see it rolling. Then pretty much the rest of it is all plastic, except for the main joints on top here, right there. And I can actually, I normally don't mind transforming on screen, but I can actually do that this time because it's so easy. So anyway, take out the gun. Oh, by the way, that had a projectile that just fired. Let me kind of go back there and show you that. See, this is what's cool about Japanese toys. Something that in America they would just never allow this. I believe the Jetfire that came to the United States the first time around had it, but when they did other reissues later on, years later, they took this feature out. So basically, it is a projectile. put it in, and then you press. Hopefully you saw that. And you know, this is something that, again, you just won't find in American Toys, because yeah, you could pull some kid's eye out. Not pull it out, but you know, hurt him or whatever. But anyway, so that's the gun. They both have one. They come with this little nifty thing here to hold it on the side, just like you would on the show. Oops, and I just shot off again. A little sensitive. And it came, I think, with 6 or 7, and the rest of them are inside the tree there still. I didn't even bother pulling them. I just only pulled one from each. So again, this is really meant. But anyway, that would go there. So that's that. So anyway, very simple transformation. If you own a Jetfire or one of these, then you'll know it. But for those of you that don't, here we go. So just basically pull it out. Pull this right here. Turn it in. When you do this, sometimes it gets stuck there, so you kind of just have to go underneath it. And then you just push that up. Open the wings. Put that flap down. Then you can open these flats here. Flaps, I meant to say. Oop. So that's that. So then you go underneath here, like that. I'm sorry, I know my hands are big. You just take this, put it in there like that. Push these in. Okay. Push that in. Push that one. Take the legs, pull them all the way to the back, all the way to the back. Close those. Pop open the landing gear. Flip that over. And boom, there you go. And that is a very, very good looking plane. It's basically, I guess, I don't want to say that it is, but a lot of people say that it's like a rendition of like an F-15. It's the closest thing to it. I'm sure there's other variations of it, but that's the closest thing to it. Now this here actually pops, and you would go back into your box, as I have there, and you will put the clear one. Actually, let me just open it. So you just open it. So I still have the stickers. It's never been applied. Here's the other one. Just take this, and it has these little pins, and you just put it there, and that's it. And then, you know, this is basically like a kind of, it acts as two different things, I believe. It's like the camera, and obviously there's a laser there. And sorry to focus there. But yeah, that's basically it. Now, if I had the battle armor, which makes him really kick-ass, kind of like the classic Jetfire, for those of you that have it, how it has the boosters, you just kind of take this, goes that, and then you would add the booster pack here. You would put the leg shields there. On the arms, you would put more shields and whatever not, and he would just be very, very kick-ass looking. So that's what he would look like at that point. All right. If you guys are wondering about the table, I mean, I'm just nitpicking. I don't know why. I just woke up. But it normally has a laminate, which is a lot bigger, and it covers more. But I don't know how. I just lost it. I think my wife put it away somewhere, and I just can't find it. And she's on vacation now, so I don't want to call and just bother her for that. But anyway, so that was Ichiro. Now I'll do a little something different here. Now these are kind of not, I don't want to say triple change, because that's a, you know, kind of like more of a Transformers thing, but basically they did have a second transformation, a third transformation, and it was called Gerwalk, and basically it's kind of like a half jet, half robot. So just take this out again. Alrighty, and you still almost do the plane formation. Open that up and tuck his wings, or not his wings, but his laser cannon. And then you kind of do this, do that. This does fold. You take these bad boys, leave them out. All right. And I just move that up. And then you take the legs, and you do go all the way back with them, but then you open them like this. And it's not hurting the toy. It is meant to do this. It's just another transformation. Do that. And then you just open these bad boys up. When he would fly, all right, so There you go. There's your girl walk. Or here in America, we used to call it, I think this was Battleoid mold. I don't know why I can't close this right now, but I don't want to hurt it. But anyway, so that's that. Sorry, I'm not kind of paying attention here. So then you just take his gun and put it back in like that, and that's how he would fly. Basically like that. So that's the side view. And I guess it was a very easy way to kind of keep low to the ground, do what you got to do. You know, he was able to turn in the air. There's some real cool episodes out there where, you know, they use this version a lot. For example, when he picks up Din Mei, he actually landed like this, picked her up in his arm, picked her up, and then she was able to come into the cockpit with him. But it's cool, you know, kind of thrusters are flying, he's able to maneuver, and then these bad boys make him stop. So that's basically it. So I just wanted to show you guys out there my Robotech, or soon to be not mine anymore, but some of my Macross figures. I used to have Ben, that's the brown one, but I sold him years ago, and I decided just to keep these two guys until I met my buddy here, Kevin. But anyway, hope you enjoyed my review. Give me some thumbs ups if I deserve them. Subscribe, please, if you like my videos. And I'll see you guys later. Take care, and thanks for watching. Peace.